Hello, and welcome to Self Love Friday. Thank you for being here. I'm on Self Love Friday to share my ideas about the concept of self love and what it's all about. It is midday here in England, wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to this live. Today, I can't stop thinking about the theme of true desire. It came up earlier, held the first ever Wonderful Wednesday Glow party, and it truly was wonderful. There was a small group of wonderful women, like-minded, like-spirited, delivered by my friend Janie, and I chatted about ways to tap into your joy when life just feels dry and dismal and a little bit grey, which these days it often does. There's so much change in the world. There's so much going on. Everything's different. Sometimes it just feels like the joy and the spark is missing. So one of my and it is actually quite a challenge sometimes, depending on the space you're in, is to ask myself, what do you want? What do you really want? With my inner essence, with the deepest part of myself. The technique that I use is my 5-year-old technique. So it's when you keep asking the same question over and over again. If any of you have hung around with kids lately, you will know what I mean when you tell a 5-year-old something and then they say, but why? Or how? And then they just keep asking over and over again. They ask another question and another question and another question until and that's what this technique is all about. To really, really connect with your inner passion, your true desire, the true desire of your inner being, your soul, as I like to say. And the question is simply, what do you want? Check in with yourself, really, on a deep level. How often do you ask yourself things like, what do you want? Or how are you? How are you today? What's your space today? What's your state of being? How a specific place to behave a certain way, to fit in with the culture in that city, to find your place. For me, what happens is because of triggers from my programming, I really have to watch myself and check myself that I don't go into the space of trying to be a good girl and trying to fit the mold, because that then covers the essence, and that applies to each and every one of us. Back to my story as an example. What do you want in this situation? How are you feeling? And this is all an internal dialogue with yourself, with your inner being, connecting, making sure you're okay. Because the external stimulus can create such pressure, and what happens is days go by and you might be behaving in a way that you think you need to be, but you're actually disregarding your true self. You're disregarding what do I want? How am I feeling? What do I want out of this situation? Why am I doing this? And stay connected. The more I do this in a part of myself, and self-knowledge grows, self-awareness grows. And what better way to love yourself than to know yourself? As I've said before, when you enter into a new relationship, the effort you make, any new relationship, be it a friendship, a lover, a partnership, there's so much effort put in to getting to know the other person, to always checking in, is that other person okay? It is key and imperative to do that first as well. Yes, does this serve me? Because, as I said, so often we'll find ourselves in a situation where we're there because we think we should be there, that I should do this, do that. It's part of my job, or it's part of my, even just our profile that we've created for ourselves over time, our persona, my role in my family, my role in my friendship group, my role at work. Checking in all the time, reconnecting with inner self to serve me. There is such great power in that. As I said earlier, the more we spend time getting to know ourselves, that is clear action, beautiful cycle that starts happening. where the more you inquire about yourself, the more your true self is safe to show up. And when there's safety to show up, you can then start tapping into, who am I really? What is my art? Seeing the true core of who I am. And that got me to thinking. That got me to thinking about this. Moving to a new country, it's a different culture. People react and interact with each other in a different way. So how have I, and how is it serving me? And what I've discovered for myself personally is that right here, right now, it is not really serving me any. Learn and discover more about this new place that I'm in and the people that surround me. That served me well. However, I can't allow that to become my full-time pattern, because that was just a discovery. I can't stay in that state at all times where it's all about the external, all about the people, the essence of who I am. Who am I? I come from South Africa. We can be quite blunt. We can be quite bossy, especially being the firstborn out of 4 children, as I was, in quite a loud, expressive family. So I'm holding back, expressing my views. I also am a very universe. So if I don't check in with myself, what do I want? How am I? Where am I at? How does the situation serve me? That message, which is key to my purpose in life, will not be coming through. People won't really know me. People won't really connect with me. How will I create a real community of value? How will I create support systems for myself if I'm not connected? We all do it, and we lose touch with who we really are if we're not checking in. So what do I really want? What is my soul's true desire? These are deep questions, but you can start simple moment. What do I really want? And as JJ UK picked on the one, does this serve me? How does it serve me? So how has it served me? As I said, watching and learning about this new society that I'm part of, it served me really well in the beginning. How does it serve me now? Well, now I've got the information I need. Now I know more about the society that I'm part of, about this culture that I'm immersed in now. So now I know that, now I have the information. Now it's very important to come back to me. Very important to reconnect with me. And then to actually show up. And I'm able to do that. I know what my triggers are. I know how certain situations serve me and how others don't. I understand how I respond to certain things. And so I can really show up fully and bring myself into every situation. And I implore you all, each and every one of us is unique. We are unique individuals, and exactly that pure essence of who you are, that is different from who I am, that is your gift, that is my gift. That is what we bring. So this will be a world filled with beautiful human beings who see our own value. We see our own light. We know our own glow, and we allow it to be. And we light up. That's why I'm so passionate about self-love, because I do believe that each one of us embodies the entire universe, everything. And each one of us has unique ways of expressing it. And the more we come back to self, and the more we check in with what is my true desire, connect with each other, the more we love ourselves, even if it's 50 times a day. What do I want? How does this serve me? Keep connecting with yourself. Keep finding out more about yourself. Learn about different. I felt something. Something was a bit sort of off for a little while. I wasn't sure what it was, and trying to understand it and trying to get into it. And I needed feedback from people close to me, people who care enough to tell me what they were seeing, and to realize that I had unconsciously, over the space of a year of moving into a new culture full time, started holding myself back. It was, I don't want to say it was a shock, because it wasn't a shock. What it was always driving home the message: check in with yourself, connect with yourself, and doing that with myself. I don't think I've asked myself, what do you really want? And and isn't that amazing? and how we learn from each other. So thank you. You know who you are and growing always. And as I have remembered so vividly this week to ask myself these important questions, I come here today to share that with you. Always all about getting better, getting stronger, growing, developing, as in the what's the word? The success. We want the next level. We want success. We want personal greatness. We want to achieve things, but that drive to achieve doesn't always serve our soul when we're not coming into what to be. And it comes back to questions. I always recommend questions and journaling with questions, asking yourself questions, because there's such great power there. And I was doing just this, and yet I was missing a key component, and that is the true desire of my soul. I was asking myself all these great questions, and I have great offers for everybody. So there has been immense movement and immense growth. And yet for a while, I was not asking myself, what do I really want? What is the true desire of my soul? And so, desire of the soul, and how important it is to come back always. The growth path, the growth trajectory, and the desire to grow and achieve is beautiful and wonderful and important. Very unstable if it's not rooted deeply in a sense of self-awareness and self-love. So keep coming back to yourself, keep asking yourself the key questions. What do I really want? What is my true desire? How does this serve me? Check in with yourself in a gentle, kind, and quiet way. I have found in this week, since I've been working with this, that I have been doing less. And in the same token, I've been able to be much more present in each moment. So the shift has been amazing. So again, thank you to those of you who love me enough to share that with me, to mirror me. What do you really want? What is your deepest desire? How does this serve you? Your situation, your behavior, whatever it is, ask yourself those deep questions. And definitely have to keep coming back to the questions over time. Keep revisiting it. So get to the root of what your deepest desire is. And then keep checking in with yourself. Keep checking in that heading towards that desire and fulfilling that desire, and that desire is somehow held sacred with you. So yes, keep creating the quiet space. Keep coming back to your inner space as we learn to love ourselves deeper and deeper. Let's together light our glow, our individual glow, and braid that golden thread that connects all of us. And let's light up the world again. Millions and millions of people loving themselves and truly being able to love and support and see each other. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Ask yourself the questions, connect with yourself, and may you discover your deepest desires. I hope to see you next week. Ciao for now.